Okay, so we're just looking here at my portfolio. I've gone to Home by clicking my Workspace logo on the top left. And in Home View, you can see all these fields down here. These are the project names, but then there are all these fields that I can edit my project on. For instance, I can say Apply Filter where everything is staged or sent. And that's just going to show us the sent projects. Now, the important thing to know here is that each one of these fields is customizable and configurable by me as an end user or a Workspace admin. So let's go do that now. To edit your Workspace properties, which is what these fields are called, we go to Admin Settings, and you can see here all the Workspace properties. I want to add a new Workspace property, and I want it to be a select. You can note I can also do text fields, toggles, selects, and a text area for notes. I'm going to choose select. The field name we're going to call willingness to sell. And we'll give it a description of this field marks the owner's willingness to consider a deal. First option I'm going to add is not interested. That's going to be my very first option on the drop-down when I go to save some information on this field. Next one would be open to a deal. Next one would be talking to competitor. Maybe last one is currently negotiating. Now, it's important to get these right to align with your company process. You may already have a spreadsheet that has these. And the reason we choose the select field as opposed to text area is so that the answers can be uniform, which will help us filter on them. So let's save this. Now we have a few other options here. We can pick a default value. So when the field is created or the project is created, it opens up one of these as a default value. We can mandate that it's required. So when we create a new project, the field is required for us to answer that question. 2 is, can end users edit it? And obviously, yes, in this case, we want them to. Is it visible to guests? And if you are using one of our enterprise accounts, there is a role called a guest. You can turn that on and off if it's visible to guests, and hide label. Those are all sort of the options of what we have on here. So I'm just going to hit save. And now we have this new field called willingness to sell. So let's go back to our portfolio. And we'll click the logo again. We'll go home. And you'll see now right down the end, I've got this new field called willingness to sell. We've got lots of different fields on our Workspace properties, actually, probably too many. Where is willingness to sell? We'll add a filter called willingness. We'll actually refresh to let that change take place. And now we'll have a new field called willingness to sell. And there it is. You can see I've done this before on a previous example. So willingness to sell, there are my options, but you'll notice that they're empty for all of those projects because we just added that field and we didn't add a default value. So now when we create a new project, I'll hit new project, I'll select a template, and when we go to save this project, now I have this new field called willingness to sell. And when I hit save, you can see those are the options that I've got in front of me.